The reaction of convicts to the verdict. In comments on posts about convicts, there is always a discussion about what is worse, PLC or death. Most death row prisoners perceive the verdict as the deepest tragedy, but there is also a diametrically opposite reaction. When the American Leonard Laws, Missouri, learned of the death sentence, he was seized with an uncontrollable laugh. He refused to file a pardon or any appeal in his case. A long wait for execution sometimes leads to paradoxical cases. So, in November 1986, in Jamaica, two convicts who had been waiting for execution for more than 5 years committed suicide in their cells. American Perry Smith, who was awaiting execution in a Kansas prison in 1960 to 1965, tried to commit suicide by starvation. S.P. Melganov writes about a Tatar in the Butica prison, who cut his throat with a piece of glass at the moment of waiting for the withdrawal to be shot. As the special reporter on torture noted in a report of the Commission on Human Rights in 1988, if those sentenced to death have to wait a long time before they find out whether the sentence will be carried out or not, and if the uncertainty continues a few years, the psychological consequences of this can only be compared with severe mental suffering, which often leads to serious physical disorders. Some were constantly haunted by nightmares, in which the whole process of execution was carried out step by step. The prospect of losing one's life and the sense of futility of maintaining any ties often led to the fact that convicts showed less and less desire to meet relatives and friends. In the state of Florida, USA, the convict is given the exact date of execution of the sentence 4 weeks before the execution. From this moment, the convict is transferred to a special cell next to the execution chamber. 4 days before the execution, a daily observation is established for him.